So glad you're here. I hope you're in a good mood. Thank you very much. We're hoping for a good show tonight. It was a tough week for The Line. You know, The Line, the one that comedians sometimes cross, that tough week for The Line. Got a lot of work to line. Half the country wants Roseanne to go away forever. Half the country wants Samantha Bee to go away forever. So much for wanting more female voices in television. Yeah. Now, Roseanne will always be my friend, but her world came crashing down this week. A series of tweets she put out on Tuesday that were just so full of racism, conspiracy theories, and personal attacks. They were described as abhorrent, bordering on presidential. I think this is instructive. The tweet that sealed the deal, I think we all saw it on television, and I'm sure when you first saw this, you had the same reaction I did. I don't have a decoder ring. I have no fucking clue what you wingnuts in your bubble are talking about. Now, my friend Roseanne admitted that she had been admitted to a mental institution. She has said she has multiple personalities, and unfortunately, one of them is quite a racist. But it's also not a mystery to me how a person with mental illness could be taken in by a party that has lost its mind. And the VJ in the tweet is Valerie Jarrett, who was one of President Obama's key advisors, and she took the high road. She said this is a teaching moment. Oh, what a day for Trump supporters, huh? First they lose their favorite show, and they get threatened with learning. That was tough. But, Trump responded in kind, the way he always does, by focusing on the real victim, him. Okay, this guy could tweet about the Hawaii volcano. Would he make it about him? I'm orange and gassy. Where's my headline? Oh, yeah, he was, of course, such a whiny little bitch. He was complaining that ABC never apologizes to him. Yeah, because no one on ABC ever compared you to an ape. You're thinking of me. And yes, the snowflakes on the right, and yes, there are plenty on the right too, tried to drag me into this, saying I should be fired because I compared Trump to an orangutan. Okay, obviously this is another day where we have to do explaining jokes to idiots. Okay. Here's why that's a dumb analogy. It overlooks 4 key facts. 1, Trump is an orangutan. 2, white people have not been subjected to a racist trope, comparing them to apes for hundreds of years. 3, my offering Trump $5 million to produce his birth certificate in 2013 to prove that he was not half an ape, which I'm sure you remember he then actually did, sued me, went to court to get that $5 million. But I did that because it was itself a response to his birtherism racist bullshit. So that's 3. And 4, I've already been fired by ABC. So now, of course, the other person who was in hot water this week, Samantha Bee, apologized for her joke, which called Ivanka Trump a feckless C word. And Trump was furious. He said, I am the only one who gets to talk dirty about my daughter. Boy, was he mad about that word. Not cunt, feckless. He has no idea what it means. He was like, Ivanka. Ivanka is not loaded with feck. Ivanka, loaded. Maybe in the whole history of the world, nobody has more feck than Ivanka. And I say that very strongly. Yes, the man who put "grab them by the pussy" into grade school history books is very upset about the coarsening of the culture. You know, Trump had much bigger things on his mind this week. He held historic talks with Kim Kardashian. Really. At the White House. This really happened. There's a picture of it. You can find it online if you Google "When America Died." But when you think about it, it was probably a good meeting. They have a lot in common. They both come from reality TV. They both have their own brands. They both screwed a lot of black people. It's, but there actually was a high-level talk today. Kim Young-chol, who is the North Korean spy master, he was in Washington, hand-delivered a letter to President Trump trying to get the Korean thing going again. Trump says first to the reporters, "It's an amazing letter. You'd pay me to see what was in it." 9 minutes later, he said, "I have not read the letter." Really? Is he a Roseanne, Trump? I mean, crazy's crazy. But apparently the letter was very polite, but direct. It said, if you ever want to see Melania again, place $50,000 in small bills by the base of the Washington Monument. Yeah, no one has seen the First Lady in 22 days. Wow. She'll turn up. She will. And aren't we all going to get a good laugh? And it turns out she ran off with the Mexican gardener.